Hello, and welcome to day 3 of the week of pressure. Gonna see if we can get some good matches today. We'll have to see who our opponent is playing as, and then just try to get some idea of what offense we want to try running today. I'm hoping to try to do like pressure in the corner with spacing. We'll have to see. It'll be a little tough, but we might be able to. First, we have to get in, so that's the main problem here. And we are not getting those. Oh wow! I tried to push a button afterwards and I got hit. We're not getting those fireballs. Still having troubles with those. It's part of why I'm trying to practice them, because it's really important for us to be able to get that. Yeah. So. All right. Well, we got a hit. I tried to hit meaty there, and I was a little slow. That's okay. Haven't gotten to play a lot today, so we're kind of running a. Non-warmed up practice here, and that's all right. Let's see if we can get some fireballs rolling. Jump. Oh wow. Okay, that's a better air to air than the option I chose there, which is fine. See if we can. This is a very aggressive velvet. I was expecting to have to get in a whole lot more than this velvet is forcing me to. So, in a way, I suppose that's good. If we can get something started here, it should be pretty simple to get some pressure started. So let's try to go for that, because our opponent has gotten a little lucky in a couple of scrambles there, and we're still trying to warm up, so we'll get a lot better, a lot faster if they stick around. There we go. Okay, let's just rush them, because neither of these times have they like checked me at round start here. Oh wow, again wake up. Okay, we just need to meaty every single time. This opponent is not respecting anything at all. And overhead. Oh, didn't quite get the down back there, but that's okay. And you can see our opponent is actually doing a pretty good job of using the same thing that we want to do as pressure there, which is just using this spacing that's tough for us to deal with as a good way to start pressure. They've meated us like... Okay, they're going to actually go for... okay, they just woke up with their own super. I thought I would have a little bit more time there to at least throw a fireball and have it be safe, but apparently not. That's okay. We'll just grab some magic. Our opponent doesn't seem to be doing too much about that, to be honest. Like, if that's the damage that I take for getting all 3 magic... we're in a good place. Okay. There we go. Okay, didn't actually go for the overhead again. I am impressed. Okay, we're just gonna push that away. And we're just going to try to get back in here once. We don't even really necessarily need to do too much here. Okay, the ground one hit us. Oh, and that caught us. That's alright. So, yeah, this player is definitely a player that we're going to get some wins against if we play a couple more games. So, I definitely just want to, like, they're mashing on Wake Up a lot. We just got a bunch of things that we're missing in our pressure, and that's okay. That's what learning is for. So we're just going to meaty this person every single time. They like to wake up buttons, especially once we have them in the corner. They're just waking up buttons because we're not checking them for it. If I put a jab there, they're getting hit like 90% of the time, I bet. And you can see with a slightly changed strategy, we like blocked them, we push blocked them all the way into the corner. Wow, alright. And they're just kind of like sneaking through a lot of our stuff here, so we'll have to figure out what exactly is going on, because I definitely feel like that isn't going to work. Oh, I did not want to spend meter there. I just wanted to push block that to not take extra damage. Alright, so yeah, we're definitely just like losing random scramble battles, and I think we can tighten it up a lot because I don't suspect that this player, like if they're letting us push block, bully them all the way into the corner, we've definitely got some stuff we can do. And again, we just barely missed that. At least we're going for it. Yeah, look at that. They're just charging at us. The only reason that didn't work is because I did the jump C too slow. Yeah, I'm just like losing to random, like the good thoughts that are just not being executed correctly. So that we will continue to work on here, because like if we get pressure on this Velvet is doing a lot of samey stuff. Roll out of the corner, press stand C is not a real option in the corner, and we just need to shut it down. So backdash into jabs, we're just going to shut that down the next time we get him into the corner here. And just try to use our spacing, because at the spacing where we hit with like stand B, our opponent is actually at a pretty significant disadvantage. Alright, so here, we just, yep, backdash, push a button, and okay, that time they just didn't, they just rolled the other direction and pushed a button, so we can still beat that all out with like, we can push a fat button there and go for something crazy. I was trying to do a jump into a jab there to try to bait a button out, but I didn't need to do any of that. And again, we lost to the same thing. We got to watch out for that. If we had beaten that by just blocking on Wake Up there, that would have been really good. Or like, even done like a meaty super, which is not really an option either, to be honest. But I wanted to try to catch that with Fireball. Our opponent's jumping a lot, which they can't do a lot of things when they're jumping like that. Alright, yeah, I can't win all those scrambles. I feel like there's like a 90% chance that this person just pushes a button on Wake Up. They actually respected the Fred. Crazy to me. Oh, and we messed up a little bit there. We're gonna try to get the round here if possible, and yeah, they're rolling a lot. We could probably also check them with grab, with throw, to catch the roll if we really wanted to. I'm not sure we want to, though. I think we're just going to push a button that beats both rolls, into stand heavy, which is not a real option here. It's definitely a like online net play against characters or players who don't have incredible execution yet option. So we just need to shut that down. See if we can get some pressure and stop the Velvet from just like... She's still not like checking us on round start here. Okay, and we just have to go for the meaties. I'm trying to do sneaky stuff. I am wasting my time. If I go for the meaties, I'm just gonna beat this player. And they're just going for the meaties and beating me, so it's not like I can say anything, but yeah. You can see here, if nothing else, we're getting a good idea of how the pressure works, because this Velvet is really doing exactly what we want to do, putting us into a position where our buttons aren't great, and they can do crazy dumb stuff that makes no sense, and it just works because of the positioning. Ah, and we messed up our timing there, but we're just going to block it out, throw some fireballs. We will happily throw fireballs and gain magic as this Velvet is kind of letting us, to be honest. Okay. Yeah, I'm not great at that mix-up. I don't think it's as good as it used to be. Oh, we actually could have just mashed on her there. I probably should have. But the TK Fireball into stuff is still quite good. And they're just pushing a lot of buttons, so we're gonna... And we're just missing all of that. She's not really scared of the teleport pressure that we're doing because we're not getting a conversion off of it into like a big meter drain or anything. So like the pressure that we are currently able to put on this Velvet is really small, which is why she's just kind of like winning out in a bunch of situations. So today might just be a learning experience where we lose a whole bunch of times to somebody who we should probably be going approximately even with. Like we can see stuff that we're doing, we're just not executing, and that happens. You have days where that happens, or you've got, you know, characters that are your demons or whatever, and I don't think we're at the point where we can make any of those claims yet. But she's letting me just like rush her down at the beginning though, which is kind of weird. So we just have to like figure out what the strategy is, because it's a very like, I feel like I'm getting flowcharted, and like not in a the flowchart is really good if I do different stuff way, just in a like we've got two options that are pretty good, let's just use them over and over again way. Should be able to deal with that. Yeah, the like stand up heavy is not a thing. I'm just not beating it out. Like even when I'm trying to destroy it with JCs and stuff, the Velvet is getting more damage off of those instances than us because we're just messing it up so much. And again, I was trying to throw to be invincible for that, but it was just barely too far away. Alright, so we just have to like beat out some of this pressure, be a little more patient, and then like push stuff and make it work. Okay, she accidentally did the same thing there. Okay, we got a hit. We were actually in the spot we wanted to be in there for a second. You see where she was just kind of like respecting our slightly better buttons from that range. Oh, I wanted to press jab and then go into crouch jab because that'll go below that, but I just missed it. So yeah, we got a bunch of little execution errors that are just like the difference between huge chunks of life. So yeah, it looks like that's all we get to do today. Oh, they're switching characters? Okay, that's fine. Maybe we'll get to try something against a character with a slightly different play style. Like, I'm definitely not great at Velvet. I don't teleport very often into the Velvets. and some other stuff. So we'll see how the Oleander mirror goes here. I think we'll learn a little bit more because this character we're much more familiar with, so we should be able to catch some habits a little more easily here. Alright, just the meaties. Okay, they are really good at the meaties. We need to respect that because they're getting that all the time on us, so we're not getting it very much on them. Okay, there goes the teleport. So yeah, it's doing exactly to us what we needed to be doing. And it looks like that dash forward low catches both rolls, perhaps? Again, we're definitely just getting meatied into death, like this... Oh. Yeah, this player is just flowcharting us into death here. Yeah, wake up, push a button, meaty them on wake up. I mean, we're just getting exactly what we want to do to our opponent done to us, because it would work if we were doing it the other way around. If we're just blocking the meaties, if I just wake up block every time, like, how good is this player's mix-up? I don't even know yet, because I haven't, like, bothered to make them try. So, let's do that. Let's just wake up low. Let's push block. Okay, they teleported back in. We can definitely push a button on that. Nope. Wow, that was not enough to get a good punish, huh? Alright, backdash into button. Yeah, we're just kind of getting hit with the stuff we want to be doing. Okay, and they'll hit us here, but we did get magic meters, so we can try to take this round. They don't have enough to fret us here. So we can wait for them to do something crazy. Okay, and they actually just were waiting for the fireball and caught us pushing something there. I don't even think that it was actually a punish there. We probably could have pushed the button back, but we were just waiting for them to do something. But they had decided that since they had such a life lead, they didn't need to, which is correct. That's exactly the kind of pressure that we're looking to do. And, like, the idea is there, but obviously we have execution problems, and I don't know, like, does this player, like, taking a sip of coffee at the beginning to make it interesting for them? I don't understand why that's worked, like, 2 or 3 times. But we are going to be full screen against them. And I learned that from a really good Oleander player that I was playing against earlier. So that was a really helpful sequence there. And she's going to let us roll out of the corner here, it looks like. I was definitely holding down back there, I thought. So I must have just been holding down accidentally. So my bad. Just going down back here. We'll just block that. Okay, I thought we were going to block that. Okay, and we can definitely stay a little grounded here. We're just going to down back. Wait for a jump in, probably. Go for an anti-air. We're happy to hit that. Well, she has no meter to teleport on us with it. And again, like... Oh. Oh, and that caught us backdashing? I was just trying to block. That was my bad. I think I hit the first one before the flash, and I wasn't sure if I was holding it back yet, so I held it again, and I hit it at the perfect timing to just get right... Like, get both of the back inputs, one before the flash and one right after the flash for the backdash, which was not what we had wanted to do there. So again, yeah, just meaty... Okay, and they blocked that and then beat us for it. So yeah, we're just getting spanked here. Yeah, and they're just better at the meaty, so we can't really... And I tried to throw, and that was just too far away. Yeah, we're just losing to all these little situations, so I gotta work on that. Because, like, we can definitely do a lot better here. We have a lot of reads on our opponent that we just aren't capable of doing anything about right now. So it's just kind of, you know, sometimes you got days like that. They happen. You just got to get through the frustration and keep playing, because it'll pass. It might take an hour, but it'll pass of playing. But you might as well get past it and then start playing again, because, like, we should definitely Like, I don't know what our opponent is doing here. Okay, there we go, and they weren't blocking on wake up. And they weren't blocking on wake up, and now we're kind of doing to them what they've been doing to us. And we're gonna block. We're gonna push block. We're gonna block low, we're gonna push block. We're gonna block that, and we're gonna, okay, we need to anti-air that. The jab doesn't work there. I play a lot of games where the jab works as a pretty good anti-air, so it's like a option to me, but it's not a good one. So we're just gonna go in, see if we can. I was trying to push the anti-air there. It would have worked. There we go. That time we did it correctly to bait the action from our opponent. And again, yeah, see, like, this is a little bit more how these should be going. There we go. My goodness, when we meatied this player and blocked on their wake up, we just won. It's almost like that's what they've been doing to us for the last 8 games. Is that the first round we've taken? Holy smokes. Okay, and we messed our meaty up with Fred. We're not great with the Fred meaties yet. There's something to be said about... Yeah, so the problem with going for that particular meaty setup against Oleander when she's got Fred out is that there is a large capacity for her to just... Nope, we can block that. Oh, okay, I was trying to push our super as the punish there, and we missed it. There we go, we got him. So, yeah, there's a large ability for me since down back is a button for Fred. If you just go for a low, if there's any time in between the lows or anything, I can just go for a Fred button and it works. Take your pick. So, our opponent is already done with the Oleander mirror. Well, that's too bad. We were actually getting a lot of learning done, but I think that we've done enough for today. We kind of like shook off the terrible, and you got to see a lot of the pressure that I wanted to talk about from our opponent. So, if nothing else, we still got a learning experience out of it. We'll keep going next time, and I hope to see you there.